Welcome everyone to our Master the Basics class. My name's Kassan Bentley. I'm the team leader of an amazing team called Blade Squad on the northern end of the Gold Coast. And I'm doing the class today with Bella Dutton, who is also a team leader here on the northern end of the coast. And your team is called
The Thermobee.
Thermobees. Welcome in. I'm curious to know, for those of you, if this is your first online class with Thermomix, pop it in the chat. I'd love to know if this is your first one. And give me a thumbs up. Can everyone hear
Yep.
me okay?
Yep.
Yep, wonderful. All right. Now, I do have a few questions. I'm sure you've all found the chat box, but if you haven't, it's usually down the bottom. I'd love to know, first of all, where are you zooming in from? So where in Australia are you? And are you a Thermomix owner? That would be great to know. And pop the model number in there as well. I'd love to see what everyone has. Need to keep it even. So yeah, TM7 owner. We've got a TM6, Brisbane. First meeting, TM7, wonderful. Lots of TM7 owners in here. Great. Following you on Insta. That's lovely. Bella's my consultant. Fantastic. Oh, Sawandi, I hope I pronounced that right. I used to live in Helensvale up until about 6 weeks ago. We were there for about 30 years. First one, Mansfield. Wonderful. Well, we'll get started. Welcome, everyone. I really hope that this class is going to inspire you to use your Thermomix for the basics. Quite often, as consultants, we hear that people just want to know the basics and want to be able to do it a lot better. So that's what today's class is all about. For the new owners in the group and also potentially for people who might be considering an upgrade or considering purchasing a Thermomix for the first time, this is a great class for you to see lots of tips and tricks. So we might just get straight into it. We are going to man the chat box between the two of us as we go, but we've got quite a few things to show you tonight. We're doing we're whipping cream. We're turning that into butter. We're also going to use the buttermilk from that and make a buttermilk bread. We are also doing caramelized onions and a beautiful flavoursome pumpkin soup. So there'll be lots of tips and tricks thrown in along the way. If you've got questions, please use the chat box. But please stay on mute unless you want to come off mute and ask a specific question live. But if you can stay on mute in the meantime, just saves any background noise, and we will open it up for questions at the end. What do you think?
Absolutely.
So we're going to head straight over to Bella, who's going to get started on. Oh no,
No, I'm not.
it's me. We're going to do sautéed onions straight away. So we're going to get the onions browning. So we'll get started directly on the TM7. Now, the great thing about the TM7 is that we can brown and use high heat manually. For the TM6, you need to access a high heat cookie dough recipe for that. But there's lots of individual ingredient recipes to do that. But on the TM7, we can actually do it manually. So I'm not going to saute the onions for the start of the pumpkin soup. I'm going to show you how you can do your onions on high heat. And to get that browning, we need nice big wedges, nice big chunks to get the browning happening, which is on the bottom of the bowl. So we'll go straight into my week and I'll go straight to my browned onions recipe just to show you that you can actually do it manually. Just got to admit some more people. So this is the brown onions recipe. Hopefully you can see that. But I'm actually going to do it on manual high heat mode. All right, so on the mode screen, we've got manual browning now on the TM7. And it means that I can be in control of the caramelization and how long I cook them for. The first tip for the night is that you can change it from gentle to intense. So I'm just going to do 10 minutes on intense with a bit of olive oil. So I'll activate my scales. Most recipes will ask you to do 20 grams of olive oil. Oh, 32 will do. I wasn't really watching that, was I? And I've just got one large brown onion cut into wedges, straight in, lid on. And I'm just going to do 10 minutes. It's 160 degrees, and I'm going to do that on intense heat and hit play. So simple as that, and we'll get that extra flavor into the pumpkin soup. So another great tip for you is when you're starting a lot of your savory meals, you're usually doing onions and garlic as a sauteed step. I would generally do them on high heat first and then start the recipe past the sauteed onion step. So you're bringing a lot more flavor into your food. Um, so yeah, we'll go straight to Bella.
Can I ask a question though?
Yes.
So with the new browning mode that's in the TM7, can you explain what the difference between the intense and the gentle is?
So gentle is usually for when you're doing meat, browning meat like chicken and bacon, beef strips, that kind of thing. Intense is more for your caramelized onions, sauteed capsicum, mushrooms, things like that.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty,
Thank
so
you for
over
that
to
tip.
Bella to start the cream.
Hi, we're actually going to make whipped cream, but by doing the whipped cream, we are going to be making butter afterwards. So we are doing this. We're going to pot our butterfly whisk in. Perfect. And then we're going to add 600 grams of pouring cream. Now, I use the Paul's. I try to get it use by date closest to the use by date or just after the use by date. It just makes it so much better and comes up really nice. Yep, totally. And just make sure your butterfly whisk didn't undo like mine did. So we're just going to pop that on next. And we're going to beat this for, it's normally around about 3 minutes.
We'll just leave it on a minute.
Leave it on a minute because
Yeah.
we're going to check butter actually.
Just gonna make the cream.
I'm making cream first. Having a good one today already.
And it's about to sound.
So with the TM7, you can't actually open the lid to check in anymore. So it's all about the sound, and you can actually hear when it's starting to turn into cream, which is about now.
Yeah, just to check it.
So there you go. Beautiful whipped cream. Now, best part is we're going to turn it into butter. So we'll continue with that. So you've got different stages of cream. You can have a really light cream, a soft whipped cream, or a firmer whipped cream. You can maybe hear this.
See how it's starting to move around?
Now, whole machine's sort of moving. So inside, it's actually getting into a bit of a ball. We'll let that go a little bit longer.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah.
Let's have a look now. Is it separated?
It's nicely separated. So you can see that separated. We're going to use the
I might spotlight. Let me just spotlight. Sorry, guys. Is that a better view? We didn't have it on the right view. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Next. So we've drained that. Oops, you might forget something. Sorry.
1 second.
Still water. You can tell it's real. Just get your lip that up a little bit. So we're just going to put in 500 grams of chilled water.
We're washing.
We're washing the butter now. So we've got buttermilk separated from our cream, and we're going to use that a bit later on for another recipe.
That's the buttermilk.
Which is great. I mean, we pay a lot for buttermilk when recipes call for buttermilk. So it's always good if you've got some cream left over in your fridge that's just about to go out of date. It makes the best butter. We pop the lid back on. And then we've put the butter in there. And then we're going to mix it for 5 seconds. Okay. You can see it's all sort of separated and washed.
So a little tip, instead of straining it through, strain it through that way. So you strain the liquid out that way and keeps the butter in there.
So I'm just going to go and strain this because we don't need to keep this. And put it straight down the sink.
Won't be a sec.
That's a good way of straining that.
And you can see, I'll just quickly show you the onions. Quite a bit of steam going on. We're browning the onions now, so they're nearly done. And we'll come back to Bella.
Okay, so there we go. We've strained all of the liquid out of there. Oh, and we're just going to roll it. Wow, but there is another thing you can do. And I actually put mine straight into my butter bell. So I had made some yesterday, fresh butter yesterday, straight into my butter bell. I will roll that and come back to you.
So, Bella, what else could you do with this butter? What could we make it into?
Garlic butter, herb butters, sweet butters.
So, guys, if you've already got cookie dough,
Salted butter.
Yep, please go to your cookie dough account while we're on the class, and you can go to collections and look up butter. There's quite a lot of different flavored butters on cookie dough. So think herb and garlic butter, chili butters, sun-dried tomato.
Golden syrup butter.
Yeah, maple syrup butter, golden syrup butter. There's so many different ones. And you literally just roll it up into a log and pop it in the freezer, and you can cut it into coins for when you need your butter. So that's the butter coming out there.
It's a pile of butter. I'll roll that up in a minute.
Let's show them that actually. Can we show them that technique? In the recipe, there is actually full color videos that show you techniques that you may need to do. So within the recipe, we can strain that off.
Yep, so we've still got a little bit of water in here, so we'll just strain that off.
Don't we just, oh yeah.
That's my buttermilk. My buttermilk.
So when you strain it through your simmering basket, just make sure you get as much liquid out as possible.
And then we're just going to push this into a roll.
Squeezing a bit more out.
Squeezing more of the liquid out at a time, which is great. And then you can just pop that in your you can pop that into your freezer, or you can pop it into your fridge for about 3 days, or into your butter bell.
Perfect. So we've got any questions in the chat. Can you use buttermilk for the banana bread? Absolutely, Andrea. I do that all the time. What other questions have we got?
Buttermilk pancakes.
Yum.
Scones.
What setting was that for whipped cream? Was it speed?
So I'll just go back into the preparation. It was speed.
Speed 4.
It's always speed 4 because you cannot use a butterfly whisk over speed 4. Otherwise, it will cut it all up and you'll end up with all the black bits in your.
The butterfly's got 4 wings.
Yeah.
So just remember your butterfly is speed up to speed 4.
And it also says it in the front here. It says number 4, so it doesn't go over number 4. Yeah.
All right. So we're going straight into making the bread.
The buttermilk bread. So let's start that. I've got you water and I can get me water. How's that? Having one of those mornings.
This. Oh, the onions are ready.
Okay, so we're quickly just going to start this off. So it's 180 grams of buttermilk. There's the buttermilk that's left over from making our butter. So we don't need to wash the bowl. So it does give you over 180 grams. 200 grams of water.
So I want to know, pop in the chat, who's made bread in their Thermomix before? Who loves making bread?
I'm making bread right now.
Oh, are you serious, Jarvis?
I will show you. It's going to be out the oven in about a few minutes.
All right.
So why aren't you over here making it, Sue?
Aha.
Radio. And so we're going to activate that yeast. We're just going to put the lid back on and we're just going to 3 minutes to activate that yeast. Radio.
All right. Well, how about I show them the onions?
Yep.
That's where we're up to.
Sort of. Well, we've just got this little bit here. Like, I always use a dried yeast. I don't use a fresh yeast. Your recipes will convert from dry to fresh yeast. And with flours, there's quite a lot of different flours. I use this is a baker's flour. So at the moment, I'm using the Defiance one from Woolworths, about a 5 kilo bag of it. It's just a heavier density flour with a bit more glutinous in it, so it gives you that nice bread feeling. We've got a couple of minutes of this left, so we might just pop over and have a look what Kassan's doing there and then come back.
Right. We've got any questions? In sourdough? Make sourdough once a week. Yes, yum. There's a really good, do you want to tell them about the Portuguese bread?
So I make a bread called Portuguese water bread, and it's got 4 ingredients in it. It has yeast, flour, water, and salt. And it comes up just like a sourdough bread. We use it all the time in our house. We make it once a week. My kids devour it, and so does my husband.
Yum.
Yes, I love Portuguese. Oh, Thermo Mama.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Cookie dough recipes for gluten-free bread. You could try the, it's called chia and pepita gluten-free loaf. That's a really popular one. That goes back a long time.
Yeah, that's quite easy to make because you're milling down all your rices and all your grains. So that's a really good good bread to make. We made that at our bread class that we had not long ago. There's quite a few gluten-free focaccia recipes in there. It's just, if you search gluten-free, it will come up with all your gluten-free recipes.
Yeah, and use your filters. Pop in the keywords for things that you're looking for. So you can see I've got browned caramelized onions in there now. So that's going to introduce a lot more flavor to your meals if you brown them off first. So we're going to go straight into the recipe now.
And all of this can
someone has actually got some background noise. Could you please go on mute?
It was impossible. It's kind of hard to.
Could you mute? Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thanks, guys. If you could just stay on mute for us so we don't get that background noise. All right, so I'm going to go straight into the pumpkin soup recipe now. And there's a great little tip. So I'm going to skip the sauteed onions. Oh,
We're done.
that's you.
Yep.
So with the TM7, you can actually skip ahead and tell it where you want to start. So I'm going to skip step 1 and the sauteing. Now I'm going to go straight to step 3 and ask me if I want to start the recipe from there. All right.
We're ready to put our next lot in, so it's
Oh,
up to
I'll come back to
Sorry.
Bella.
I'm more fun sometimes. So now we're up to it asks you to grease a loaf tin. Now we use the rose gold. The rose gold does not need to be greased. So I skipped that step. Now it wants 500 grams of flour, baker's flour. Now this is quite a wet recipe, so I have actually put in some more than 500 grams. I actually have done I've done 540 grams, and the reason I've done that is it's quite a wet recipe, so when you're rolling and to also get it out of the machine. And then it's just 1 teaspoon of salt right in front of me. And we're going to need that. We're going to mix it for 6 seconds. So it's mixed it all up. It's all quietly, nicely mixed up like that. And now it's next step is we're going to knead it for 3 minutes. Now, while your Thermomix is kneading, it definitely needs you to be around. It's a saying in the Thermomix community, when it's kneading, it needs you. It's about the only time you can't walk away from your machine because it does jump around a little bit. So we've just got like 2 minutes of kneading left on that.
Okay.
What else can we need? What other things do you need?
As in bread.
Yeah.
So I do pizza scrolls,
Pizza scrolls, yeah.
bread rolls, hot dog buns, hamburger buns. Was there anyone that makes bread? We had a few people commenting they make bread.
A few people making bread.
Anything bread related, pizza dough, all that kind of thing can be kneaded by hand. By your Thermomix. 2 minutes of kneading in the Thermomix is equivalent to 20 minutes by hand.
Yeah.
So it does save you a lot of time. And what's better than making your own pizza doughs on a Friday night? It's so much quick. It's so quick, so easy, and it saves you a ton of money.
Yeah. And our pizza dough recipe is actually like for 4 pizzas. You can cut it in half and only make the 2, and you can freeze the other portions for the following week. It does freeze really well. I have done it quite a few times.
Yeah. Some of my customers actually partially bake them first and then freeze them in between baking paper.
Yeah.
So they're already partially done, and then you put your toppings on and cook them on the day that you want them.
She's kneading away. She's having fun.
All right. Sue, how's your bread going? Do you want to show us?
No, yes, let me just pick it up, and I'm just reheating.
I'm going to
super
put you
nice.
on, Sue. Look at
Oh,
this.
no.
You're on the class now.
I'm on the
Oh
class.
my goodness.
So it's Thermo Mama's loaf,
Yes.
sandwich bread.
I make that one a
Absolutely love it.
lot.
Love it. One of my favorites, and I know you were talking about the Portuguese bread earlier. That is just the bee's knees. And this is cooked in my little convection air fryer.
Nice. Thanks, Sue.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Okay.
I wonder if there's anyone else that's got some meals to show us.
It is delicious. It is one of our favorite breads. I would show, and my Portuguese bread, I did have some before, but I had a daughter come home and take half a loaf, so I would have shown it to you.
We haven't got any of that left.
Oh, she's eaten most of it.
All right, let's show you the Portuguese bread while we've got some.
In my great little
So,
beeswax.
Again, jump onto
service.
Cookie Do and search Portuguese bread. It's almost like a cheat sourdough. You might need to go closer.
All the beautiful like air holes through it. It's like we make this every week. This is the only bread we normally eat at home. So Now we have finished that stage. We are going to put it on our silicone mats. Now these are our new mats. They are only available as a hostess reward for the month of August. They are not available for sale in the mix shop just as of yet. So we're just going to pop that up. You all know that this little bit of the bottom of your spatula sits over here. Drop, drop, drop.
Probably comes out easier with that extra flour.
It comes out a lot easier with that extra flour than what it did earlier today when I pre-made one, just to see what it was like. Yeah, so that's a lot better. So there's a little bit of dough left in there, so I'm just going to quickly throw it on here and throw it on turbo for 2 turbos in our manual. So we just pop out of the recipe, go over here to manual mode, and go turbo. It's slow tonight. So that should just get the rest of it off the base for us.
It's called the flick trick. Flick off dip or cookie dough, bread dough, pizza dough.
So just flicked it around the side of the bowl and we can just scoop that out now. Or you can just get a piece of it and pull it out and just keep doing that.
Just like the blue
The
tack.
blue tack.
When you're getting blue tack off the wall, use another piece of blue tack.
So we're just going to roll that into a little bowl, which it really doesn't need to be rolled into a bowl because it's already in one. And then we're just going to wrap it in our little mat. And we're just going to go and prove that for 30 minutes. And then we'll be back.
Thank you, Bella. All right, sorry guys, we'll come back to soup. So I skip ahead, skip that sauteed onion step because my onions are nice and brown. So we're going to get started. Now, we've just reduced this one. So with the TM6 and the TM7, you can scale recipes up and down in portions. So I have scaled this one from 4 portions down to 2, just for ease of timing tonight. It actually cooks quicker. So we're doing 250 grams of pumpkin and 1 carrot. And I actually like to add in a potato into my potato soup. I love how it gives it a beautiful smooth creaminess. So I'm just going to pop all that in. Tick, tick, next. And we're going to chop that up. So the trick to cook your soups quicker is not to cook them in chunks. Chop it up first. It actually cooks the veggies quicker. All right, scrape down the sides. Now remember we had the onion wedges in there as well. So that's cut that down quite well. Give that a scrape. We're going to add our water, so 250 grams of water. Now you can adjust your water depending on if you want it thicker or a runnier soup. Go with about 270 there, because I've got a little bit of extra ingredient in there. And we're also going to use our veggie stock. Now, for new Thermomix owners here, if you haven't made the veggie stock concentrate, it's called vegetable stock paste on Cookie Doo, please make it. This is the flavor bomb that you need in your savory cooking. There's also a chicken stock recipe, which is really good. If you're not sure about this one, reach out to your consultant. I highly recommend that it's one of the first things you make. Store it in the freezer in one big container. It scoops out like ice cream. So because of the salt content, it won't freeze solid. So it's a waste of time putting it in ice cube trays or little containers. You can scoop it straight from the freezer and straight into your cooking when you use the full amount of salt, which is 150 grams in that recipe. Please don't scrimp on the salt. It is flavor. Salt is life. It is flavor.
And please don't taste it when you first cook it.
A lot of people taste it and they go, oh my God, that's too salty. But you wouldn't lick a stock cube, would you? Right? So it's meant to be like that. It's going to add a ton of flavor to your food. Now, you might come across some savory recipes on Cookie Do that don't ask for stock. If it's a savory dish, you could stir it through and it's going to disappear. Put in a tablespoon anyway. It's just added flavor. And I always put the chicken stock in my chicken dishes. It's delicious. Both of them store in the freezer really well. All right, so we're going to cook that down now for 15 minutes. Play. Did I miss anything? No, I didn't.
No, I think you got it all.
Okay. So where are we up to? We've done that.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a cookie do rundown.
I'm gonna watch this. Should we show that?
Oh yeah, pre-clean mode. Who knows about pre-clean mode?
Who uses their pre-clean mode?
I call it husband mode.
Okay, so in here, so we're in the middle of a recipe and you want to just clean your Thermomix, jump into the little cooking center up the top here, go into your clean. And if you have a look on here, there's 5 different cleaning modes. If you pop over to show tips, it will show you to put a maximum of a litre in there. Don't put any more. A couple of drops of dishwashing liquid. If you're using browning, you will need to use vinegar instead. When we pop into the tips over here, it explains all of our pre-cleaning modes, what our quick modes for, what our dough, universal, fats and caramels and browning. It just shows you how to clean them. I am going to go and use our pre-clean. I'm going to use our dough mode. I have it already popped in, so you can see that it's all a bit messy in there. The lid's still a bit messy, so I have put in my water and I've put in my couple of drops of dishwashing liquid, and I've going to pre-clean this like Hassan shows you cookie do.
Wonderful. All right.
Ah, yes, Julie, yes, use pre-clean all the time.
So I'm just going to share my screen and we'll do a bit of cookie do. If you don't think that you use cookie do well, please pay attention, but also please reach out to your consultant. They are really the best source of information for you. And we do love helping you guys. We love questions. We love being able to show you how to get the most out of your Thermomix because you've made a good investment, right? So we want you to use it well, and we want you to love it. So Cookie Do is basically an online recipe platform with over 11,000 recipes in English, and I think there's about 113 or 114,000 recipes worldwide. So if you speak any other languages as well, you can pop the language preferences in your account and you can see those recipes too. So lots of things on the main front screen, including all these different categories to search. You'll always see our newest collections here. So we've got quite a few new collections at the moment. So make sure you check those out. And then down the bottom in the front, on the front page, there's lots of tips and tricks and things to learn down the bottom. So if you're having a go at Cookie Do for the first time, have a really good look around because there's a lot of stuff in here to learn. Now, you can use this search bar pretty much like Google. You can search for anything that you like. Excuse all the cocktails that you see here. I was searching for something for someone. So you basically hit search, and based on my preferences, I've got nearly 11,500 recipes in English, and we can also click it over to collections and view it in collection mode as well.
Dirty burgers.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to start here. So instead of starting at recipes, I want to show you this first. When you're in collection mode, you can search a number of different ways on your Thermomix. So we can search for an accessory like the Varoma. It will show you all the Varoma meals. We can search for an accessory like the cutter or even the blade cover peeler.
You're showing all the host rewards.
Yeah, so
Right.
you can also search by mode. So I did high heat onions earlier. You can search by high heat. You can search by slow cook, for example. So you can search by accessory, by mode. You can search by event. So let's say you're having a barbecue. You could search by kids party. Your imagination is endless, right? So imagine at Christmas time, you'll be bombarded with recipes to pick from.
Wow, I've learned something new tonight.
Now you can also search by culture. So say you want to have, oh, can't spell. You want to have some Asian meals. You could search Thai,
French.
There's all different ways you can search. So please use your imagination. So remember, accessory, mode, event, and culture. All right, lots of different ways you can search. So if we go back to recipes, and I'll show you a quick little way to tighten up your meal planning for the week and make it a little bit easier. So I would come into, say, for example, category, and I might feel like a pasta dish tomorrow night for dinner. So why have I got only 5? I'm going to reset my filters there. There's something going on. I'm going to hop back out. Oh, okay, that's Betty. Better, Betty. Category, we're going to go back to pasta. I've got 590 pasta and rice dishes to look through, but I'm limited in time on tomorrow night. So I want all my meals to be total time under 30 minutes, which also includes my prep time or the time that I'm needed and the cooking time. So now I'm down to 145. I've also got some chicken defrosted in the fridge that I didn't use the other night. So I want to use that up. So chicken thigh. Now I'm down to 4. So I've got 4 pasta or rice dishes here in under 30 minutes using chicken thigh. All right. Now let's say we just take off the category of pasta. Take that off. All right, we're back to 17. So this can include anything now with chicken thigh in under 30 minutes.
So a question I get asked a lot when I do demonstrations. So with the marry me chicken pasta there, it's got chicken thigh. Can we substitute it with chicken breast?
Yes, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Top tip there for you on that question. If you're using chicken breast, just cut it a little bit bigger than you would chicken thigh. Breast does shred a little bit more as it cooks. Chicken thigh tends to hold its size. So if you're doing a substitution, just cut your chicken thigh a little bit big, your chicken breast, sorry, a little bit bigger. So now I might want to add that to my week. So I'm going to go add to week, make that tomorrow night.
Oh, are you?
No, I'm not because I'm going away. But this one looks great. I might add to my week and do that on Saturday night.
That's okay. I'll be home by then.
Who's using their planner on Cookie Do? Who is loving how that works? We might go add to recipe list. This is a Thai one, so I might create a new category here. Thai dinners. I like the look of that. I'm going to come back to that next week. Now go back to explore. I might want to find a breakfast now. Oh, waffles. Add to my week. You get the idea, guys? We're going to do that on Sunday. So now we go to my week. Oh, you can see all sorts of other things in my planner. Whoopsie. Now we've got to tell Cookie Do what we want to grocery shop for. So I'm going to add them into my shopping list, which you can also do on the screen where you select the recipes if you want to do it there. I kind of like to do it here because I might want to do 2 or 3 days at a time. All right, add to shopping list, and then we go shopping list. Now it puts it in the aisle of the supermarket order for me, which makes it super handy when I open Cookie Do on my phone, and I would just tick off items as I put them in my trolley. Remember, before you go to the shops or before you order online, shop your fridge, freezer, and pantry first. And you can also tick off items that you don't need to buy that you've already got. You can add items down the bottom. So there's a plus button down here. You might want to add milk, shampoo, those kind of things. And they'll be on your Cookie Do shopping list when you're at the shops or when you're doing your online shop. The other thing I want to show you too, guys, is tags. So we'll just come back into filters here. There was someone here asking about gluten-free. Why can't I scroll down? My Cookie Do is not playing. Down further, there is a button that says tags. You can type in the gluten-free tag in there and only show recipes with gluten-free. I hope that was helpful. Was there any Cookie Do questions? Too slow cooking, can you leave it going while you're out? Yes, so great question, Amy. More prep before you use a slow cooker. So slow cooking, sous vide, and fermentation are probably the only modes that I would leave the house while it was on. But it's not something where you can put all the ingredients in and switch it on while you're out. You've got to start it before you leave. Who knows? That might be something coming in the future in an update.
But you can monitor it. So quite often
Yeah.
I do fermentation. So I'm cooking my yogurts while I'm out doing demonstrations, and I can watch it from my phone. So because you have that
What's it called? Remote
access to your oven.
notification that comes up. So you could be out getting the washing in or having a snooze on the couch, and Cookie Do notification tells you on your phone how long you've got left on a step.
Yeah,
which is super handy.
It's really good.
So how are we going with that cleaning?
Okay, so I've done my pre-clean. That was my lid was pretty grotty before. That's just soap suds on there now. And my bowl is nice and clean. I'll empty that out and you can see me outside.
And we've only got a couple of minutes left on the soup. I'd love to know, guys. Let's put it out to the chat. What is your, if you're a Thermomix owner, what's your favorite Cookie Do recipe that you've loved so
That's my
far?
bowl.
Look at
Got
that.
a little bit of dough around the blade, but I'll just pull that apart and give that a good wash now.
It's called pre-clean, right? It's the clean before the clean. So it helps you in between recipes to just keep going. So what's the favorite recipes? Sushi rice, mushroom risotto, butter chicken. Butter chicken, yeah, that's a fave. What else we got? Oh, gluten-free Mediterranean bread.
Yeah.
I'm looking that up.
Yeah.
Mushroom risotto, coconut butter cake, creamy Cambodian fish curry.
I've never made that.
Oh, I really like that our Zoom saves the chat. Thanks for the suggestions, guys. Paprika chicken with sour cream sauce. I make that a lot. I often double the sauce, Cherie, and I would add in like capsicum and broccoli and zucchini into the chicken in the dish, and I put double the sauce on. Chicken, pumpkin, bacon, spinach, risotto, yum, Sri Lankan chicken curry, Chinese chicken and sweet corn soup. Oh, yum.
Yum.
You guys are making me hungry. We got some great suggestions for our planner next week, for our meal plan.
Oh, that risotto sounds nice, Catherine.
Hug in a mug. That's a good one,
Yeah.
Kayleen. Made that a lot. All right, can we maybe show everyone the bread and then I'll get the soup finished?
Do you want to just go through the next stages of the bread? It's still got 6 minutes to go.
What are we doing?
We've got to put it in the baking tin, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got 6 minutes of rising to go.
Oh, okay.
I'll just have a look. We can do
We
that.
can throw it in anyway.
We can throw it in
Yeah.
anyway.
Because Bella's going to bake this at a later time tomorrow, so we can show you now. We might need some extra flour.
Yeah, I've got some over there. It is a very wet bread.
Do you want me to get your spatula?
What do I do with it here? I've got it in my hand. I'm such a hands-on person, but the spatula does work much better. I've been licked off. Nope.
And we'd probably do a second proof in there anyway.
Yeah, it's
wouldn't you?
gonna, yep, for another 45 minutes. So that's just gonna prove in there for 45 minutes. And I would just wrap it with my mat again. Done.
All right, come back to the soup, guys.
I'm gonna-
We are finished with the soup. I'm actually going to season it a little bit more. So the soup's all cooked. We're going to pop in some cream. Says 15 grams. We might do a bit more. Remember, it's guided cooking. You're in charge. You're the boss. Obviously, common sense. Don't go too far over things. I mean, if it says 1 onion, put in 1.5, that's fine. Don't put in 10 onions. All right, next. I'm actually going to add some pepper. I like a bit of pepper in my soup. And there's already salt in the stock. So remember, you can always test and taste it at the end and add more salt if you need. All right, now we're going to blend. So there is a blend mode manually on your TM7 and your TM6. This is 1 minute on speed 9. Zoom will likely cut out the noise for me, and while I'm doing that, Bella can show you her buttermilk bread that she already made. Amy, Cambodian curry on cookie dough. So you might need to change your country filters.
No, it should come up in Australian.
If you don't have, you might want to put English on, and then in countries select Australia, UK, and USA to get those 11 odd thousand recipes. All right, so I'll go straight to Bella.
Okay, so here we go is my buttermilk bread. It's absolutely beautiful. Nice and light. No, they're not going to. Nice and light. Almost finished.
Smells good.
Does.
So I am actually going to taste it. Can I grab another little spoon, please, Bella?
Yeah.
I love how the Thermomix makes soup so creamy, or you can have them super chunky as well. Thank you. So there's the soup. I am going to taste it. Always taste and check for seasoning before you serve a meal. Watch me burn my tongue. It needs a little bit more salt. So we'll just pop a little bit more in and give it another whiz. There's nothing worse than discovering it needs more seasoning after you've served it up. So I'm just going to show you this little tip actually. Especially on the TM7. If I want to go back a step, I just scroll and click on the three dots and hit set as current step. Same as if I want to go forward a step, I do the same. So you've got to tell it what step you want to do. So I'm just going to bring that down to a few seconds. We don't need a minute. 10 seconds will do. You can scroll or you can hit the presets. And then we'll serve it up. Yeah. All right. So we're going to pour it in over here. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right, and then if you want to get a bit fancy, make it look like you're a pro.
Smiley face.
And get all chefy. What's that chef move they do with garnishes? Hang on, we've got to get that in. Woo. So there is the buttermilk bread with the soup. It looks absolutely delicious. We've got homemade butter as well. I think that's pretty good. What do you think, guys? I hope everyone loves that. Now, I'm just going to show you a couple of other things before we finish off tonight. That looks delicious. Bella's already tucking in.
No, I haven't tried the bread. It's the first time I've made it.
I can't wait to get into that pumpkin soup because my family don't like pumpkin, so I'm the only one that eats it. So let me just share a couple of things with you guys because there's a few things you might be considering about what's next. Whether you own a Thermomix or not, or whether you're new and you're considering it, I've got a few things to show you. So for those of you who are existing owners, there's some really great offers on at the moment when you host your own demo. Let me just close my cookie dough because I'm getting lost. Where's my Zoom gone? Here we are. This one. So when you host your own demo with a couple of friends, you only need yourself and two other friends. You can access these amazing host rewards until the 31st of August. Now, at the moment, it's just you plus two. There doesn't even need to be anybody purchasing a Thermomix at your demo, and you can get a heavily discounted item or a free item. And the thermo server, have you got your thermo server handy?
Yeah.
You cannot even buy the thermo servers. Us as consultants can't buy them. You just host a demo with your consultant and two curious friends, and you can get one for free. Simple as that. And the new baking mat that we use tonight, you can get that for free as well. So that's the new design. It's got an insulated lid and it's got a black rubber strap that holds the lid on as well.
Great for traveling.
So I highly suggest that you reach out to your consultant for your demo date. They would love to help you, and it's absolutely no obligation for anyone to purchase the Thermomix, but we just need to get it in front of people and show them how amazing it is. And if you've already purchased your TM7 recently and you haven't hosted your delivery demo yet, just remember that you invested in this amazing appliance. Your free lesson with your consultant comes with it, right? You've already paid for that free lesson, so don't let it go to waste. Get them over. It's all about you learning more. I want to show you also, where's the next one? The payment options for those of you considering the Thermomix at the moment. Did that change screens? Can I get a thumbs up from someone?
Yeah.
Great. So this is the payment options for anyone considering jumping on board with Thermomix. We've got quite a lot of different ones available. All the usual ones with credit card and PayPal. Hum Finance, Zip Money, and Afterpay. But we've also got a great option where you can join the team and earn your Thermomix for free with just a few sales in your first 3 months. It's kind of like a try it out and see how you go. And what we find is most people who take up the earn option were considering purchasing one anyway. So why not try and get a bit of a discount with a couple of sales to friends and family? And at the end of the 90 days, if you're done, you're done. You don't want to do any more, that's fine. If not, you can stay on. We find a lot of people who also take up the earn love this gig and continue on in the team.
They
Isn't
do.
that right?
Yeah, they love it.
Because they learn so much more about their Thermomix along the way. Also, pardon? Oh, yes, we also have Bring. Who's heard of Bring before? So, if you already own a TM7, you can come on board as an existing owner and start earning commissions straight away. So you've already got a business on your bench. So reach out to your consultant for more information.
And there is an amazing bonus for you if you come on this month and next month in
There is
August. Yeah.
there is the trolley bag,
Trolley
the hard
bag.
case trolley bag.
You get one of those with your very
Very
first
first
sale.
sale, you get the
Plus
hard
the
case.
commission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty cool. So please reach out to your consultant for more info, but we also do business info sessions in our branch regularly, don't we?
Yes.
So if you're curious, even just to get the information, you can't really say no to something unless you know what you're saying no to. So reach out for the info. And at the moment, this is the current, the current add-on offer from today.
From today.
From today until the end of August, 31st, you have choices. So for those of you who don't have a Thermomix yet, you can choose to add on the blade cover peeler for $1, or you could choose the cutter for $60. They're worth $2.95. Excuse me.
The blade cover peeler is worth $69. And we've also got a 30-day money back guarantee. Last time we offered a 30-day back money guarantee, we had less than 1% return. So people are absolutely loving the Thermomixes. A great thing about the two options here, if you've already got an existing blade cover, you can buy the cutter. And if you don't have the blade cover, you can get it with your purchase, and then when you host your delivery demonstration, you can actually purchase your blade cover for $60.
Yeah.
They're valued at $295 normally.
You can get both.
You can get both, and so you're double dipping, and a 30-day money guarantee.
Yeah. All right. Have we got any questions? Let's just soup craving. Okay. So guys, if you've got any questions, feel free to come off mute if you want to throw a few questions in the room. Anyone got any questions? I think you're eyeing off the soup, aren't you? No questions from anybody?
No.
No? No, thanks. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. How to finish this soup craving?
This pregnant person soup craving. Sorry, can't help with that one.
We really appreciate you joining, and please remember to reach out to your own consultant for any questions. And use your Thermomix. Just get stuck in, have a go, and yeah, really enjoy Cookie Do. I find if you use Cookie Do well, you'll use it more. And for those of you who don't own a Thermomix yet, please reach out to the person that invited you if you're curious for more info. But we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Thanks, ladies.
Thanks,
Nice.
Sue.
It's
Sue, do
great.
you want
Thank you.
Sue, can you stay on for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.